Why are country folk so scary to city folk? Movies like Deliverance give the impression that rural areas are associated with danger, inbred monsters, and death. Any outsiders, usually young city dwellers, don't have any respect, make bad choices, and quickly regret it. People fear what they don't understand. City folk are jaded to muggers, murderers, and rapists. They fall asleep watching the news.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us!
So when they are faced with someone even scarier, they're suddenly unable to cope, and all their city skills can't prepare them for the locals and their quaint traditions. This is Wrong Turn. We open with two young climbers. We should see other people.
What?
Come on up, Slowpoke.
Not only is chivalry dead, so is her man. We should see other people! Suddenly she's faced with someone with impressive upper body strength. Gravity to the rescue, right on her keys. I still think we should see other people.
Run.
I was afraid I was about to be jerked away.
City boy Chris Flynn, played by Desmond Harrington, hates traffic and waiting in line with everyone else.
You've any idea what's going on up here?
Tractor jack now for about 5 miles up.
No, you cannot blow me for a ride. Unless you really want to. He goes looking for a shortcut because we need the title to make sense. Can you hear me now? Nope. Stopping for directions at the local Chamber of Commerce. Why do they call this Murder Valley? No reason. When you can pinpoint the one decision that causes all the trouble. Often it takes a lapse in judgment to get the plot rolling. Make that 2. Slow down, man. We got you on dash cam, man. The SUV is occupied by several potential victims.
Why was your truck parked in the middle of the road?
Because we blew out our tires, asshole.
It seems they were stopped by barbed wire in the road, and it wasn't an accident. This is Jesse, played by Eliza Dushku. Flynn insists he's okay, and for the movie he probably won't feel the effects of the crash. But let me tell you from experience, he'll feel it tomorrow. If he survives. He wrecked your SUV, so make him carry all your shit. Ow, my back suddenly hurts. Flynn goes with Jesse, Carly, played by Emmanuel, this lady, and Scott, played by Jeremy Sisto, to search for roadside assistance. Evan and Francine, played by Kevin Zegers and Lindy Booth, stay behind so they can be murdered in peace. Things are too slow, so let's tempt fate. No place for a shower, no dark alleys, so let's just fool around. That was fast. Francine moves on to raiding Flynn's car. Pretty trashy. Evan follows a squirrel into the woods. He will fuck anything, won't he? Francine soon follows because she doesn't want to die alone. Who does?
Baby?
Jeez, can't anyone stay together in this movie?
Jeez, God!
Okay, I won't get mad at the movie for the jump scare. That'll only encourage it. Francine can't find Evan. Well, most of him. So, the hills have eyes as well as ears. I like to think she's soon reunited with Evan.
Hello!
Wrong movie. Funny how this also came out in 2003. They're too lovey, so now I know they're dead meat. We're walking, and spooky cabin. Lots of abandoned cars. Big deal. Ever watch Hoarders?
Look, I need to pee.
And Carly really needs to pee.
Hello?
Nobody home, so there's nobody to mind the trespassing. Everything in this house screams, go away.
Oh,
Christ.
fine.
You okay? It's just a paddle.
I'm not mad. Just disappointed. Apparently these guys never heard of eBay. Anyone else impressed this place has an attached bathroom? Such as it is. Like an inbred TARDIS, this cabin is surprisingly roomy on the inside. No. If I learned anything watching Hoarders, never open the fridge. That's peculiar. How many of you like going through strangers' bathrooms too? Huh? Anyone? Ew, I bet it's all pruny too. Don't go touching other people's lunch. Do I need to go to HR? Okay, that's a paddling. Jesse finds some familiar barbed wire. It's too late to leave when the owners return home.
Go!
You know that'll stain. If you're inbred enough, you lose peripheral vision. You get to watch your friend get butchered and eaten by cannibals. Now don't you feel closer? They only eat a drumstick and fall asleep. Think of the leftovers! I just hope they have a shit ton of Tupperware. Time to make their escape. Very quietly. It's a dirt floor, so there's nothing to squeak on the way out. Squeal like a pig. So close! Hey, you're not DoorDash. Leave her behind. You can get another fiancé.
We are gonna get out of this, I swear to you. We are.
But not if you keep slowing us down, so run. Let me know if you find a stick shift for an 81 Trans Am. This part is particularly effective. It shows you that they've been doing this a long time, and they have no mercy.
Get down.
Sawtooth, Three Finger, and Peggy. To get to their still running truck, they need a distraction, and Flynn volunteers to be shot in the leg. Well done. Scott's turn. Run, rabbit, run! Wait. Did Carly ever pee? They make it to the truck to meet up with Scott. Where the hell is he?
Come on, Scott! Scott!
But he's easy to find. Just follow the arrows.
Please can we go back?
Jesus, are you gonna be like this the rest of the trip? The road's blocked so they don't get far, and Carly's being Carly.
I really don't know if he's going or not. He got us into this.
Remember, when things get rough, you don't have to run fast, you just have to run faster than Carly. They come across a fire watch tower. A very tall climb for the guy with the messed up leg, but the view isn't encouraging. No roads in sight, and no choppa to get to. I'm not sure light is a good idea when you're trying to hide in the woods at night. See? Let them right to you. At least they made it inside before the creepers come out. They barricade themselves, and that works.
We have to jump. Those branches are only a few feet down.
It's more like 20 feet. Do you think they saw us?
Nah, I'm sure they missed the whole thing. Shit! Ewoks! They move from tree to tree to evade the cannibals on the ground, but not the one climbing up after them. Whew, thought she'd never shut up. Okay, that was pretty cool. They set a trap that only Dutch would love.
I'm right here! Come and get me!
I give up. It's not a trick. Honest.
Come on, kill me! I'm here! Kill me! Do it! Do it!
Not you. They hide behind a waterfall. It worked in a quiet place. It seems like a great place to hide, since it looks like they've never had a bath in their lives. While it's relatively calm, we can get to know them.
Last Friday I came home and...
I don't recall asking your life story. Jesse's boyfriend brutally dumped her, so her friends took her on this trip. She's dumped. And her friend's bright idea is to make her the fifth wheel on a camping trip with two couples. You could have just had a ladies' night, stuff a few dollars in a Chippendale, and get blitzed while you pocket dial your ex during an overdramatic orgasm. No inbred cannibals necessary. The next morning, they find a road just down the hill.
How are we gonna get you down?
Get down here.
Finally, a jump scare with a payoff. Jesse's taken and Flynn is on a roll. Oh, thank God, a cop.
People are dead.
Dead? What people?
Oh, do I have something in my eye? Thank God it's an SUV with high suspension. Inbred killer on one side, dinosaur on the other. You are screwed. Dr. Ninja. Another car for the collection. Next, I want a fire truck. Let's Cape Fear that shit all the way back, and hope the roads are well paved. Meanwhile, at Rick James's house. Shh. You're more well known than the other victims, so by law we have to keep you alive a bit longer. Can I get you some sponge cake? Chamomile tea? Crap, 5-0! Oh, it's just you. Sweet, we haven't had pork in a while. Flynn prepares to make his move, with the biggest flaming bag of poop I've ever seen. You know that's my hand, right? They just won't stay down. Maybe there's something to eating human meat. I am not Googling that. Yippee-ki-yay, literal motherfucker. That ought to do it. I bet that truck has that new corpse smell. There, that should keep everyone safe. At least until Google Maps becomes a thing. So, where were we? You were talking about being single? That was wrong turn. Who the f*** are these people? We don't really get much other than the victim tag over their heads. It's pretty obvious who will live and die. Baffling decisions, whiny moments. Man, she was annoying. Jessie seems to be the most filled out character, but her backstory only really goes back a few days. Heartbroken seems to equal the virginal final girl. Flynn surviving was a little different. Other than grunt and volunteer for shit, he doesn't seem to have a lot of charisma. And I've watched this a few times, maybe I keep missing it. Do we ever find out what kind of interview he had? Job? School? Was he adopting a Wakandan baby? Who needs details? He obviously misses his appointment, but are we supposed to care? Evil, deformed, inbred cannibals. Sound familiar? According to Hollywood, there's a lot of them out there. I'm sure there are nice inbred cannibals out there. I hope you're watching YouTube. Have I mentioned how annoying she was? At least her death is pretty epic. Faith was actually one of the better actors out of this bunch. There's not much of a plot. Kids are stranded and stalked by killers, most of them die, the end. The body count is usually the selling point in slasher movies, but some deaths happen off screen or are just quick cuts, pun intended. What we do see is pretty graphic. Cinematography is lovely, scenic, a stark contrast to the gritty violence. There are a few CG shots that kinda take me out. There's a lot of tension, some well done moments that help this movie stand out, but so much is familiar and formulaic. It can hamper how original it feels depending on how many of the other movies you've already seen. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hills Have Eyes, Cabin Fever, Lake Dead, I Spit on Your Grave, Deliverance, A Bug's Life. Okay, not A Bug's Life, but it's not really trying to be original or have an Oscar-winning story. It's a callback to 70s slashers. Simple formulas, thrills, instant gratification. It has a relentless pace, but a few of the tensiony moments kinda drag before the payoff. Wrong Turn is 3 Bs. Most consider it the best of multiple sequels and prequels. But maybe the upcoming reboot can do even better. Looks like Google Maps won't save you now. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell, you know the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles!